Hello again. Welcome back for story time. Today we are going to be focusing on space. Today's book is going to be called The Sun is Kind of a Big Deal. It is by Nick Sulek, and this is read with permission from Scholastic. All of the planets and the sun live together in the solar system like a big family. The sun is our solar system's very own star. Seriously, the sun is an actual star. It is the only star in our solar system, and it sits right in the center, holding everything together. Can I have your autograph? It's for my moon, Callisto. So, what's in the solar system besides the sun and the planets? Dwarf planets, 5 rocky bodies that are smaller than planets. Asteroids, small rocky objects that move around between Mars and Jupiter and the asteroid belt. Meteors, streaks of light created when pieces of space rock or metal speed into Earth's atmosphere. If you see a shooting star, it's actually a meteor. Comets, icy rocks that shoot through space and leave a trail of gas and dust. And aliens. Okay, maybe not, but we're always looking for them. Oh, hey, guess what? Our solar system is just one of the many solar systems that exist. A galaxy is a group made up of billions of solar systems. Our galaxy is called the Milky Way. There are billions of galaxies out there, and together they make up the universe. Can you count to 1 billion? Zoom in a little bit. The sun is the biggest thing in the solar system. It's even bigger than Earth. Way bigger. Way, way bigger. Like over 1 million times bigger. Ow, it burns. This is why I keep my distance. You see it over there? It's so tiny. There are much bigger stars than the sun, but all the other stars you see are really, 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 really far away. Really? Really. The other stars are in totally different solar systems and have their own planets. Earth is the 3rd planet away from the sun. Remember Earth? That's that little planet where you and everyone you know lives. So you have Mercury, I'm the baby. Venus, I'm the hottest planet. Earth, I have cats, which you already know, I love cats. Mars, did somebody lose a rover? Jupiter, I'm gassy. Saturn, hula hoop champion. Uranus, I spin sideways. And Neptune, it's cold out here. Pluto used to be a planet, but scientists decided it didn't quite fit the definition. Now it is called a dwarf planet. Sorry, Pluto. I'm still here, guys. He's so cute. The planets move around the sun like a big racetrack in space. Each planet has their own special path that it follows. That's called its orbit. Some planets are faster than others, but each one stays in its lane. I really feel like I have to go farther than you guys. It takes a whole year for Earth to go all the way around the sun. Do you know how many times that you've been around the sun? Hint, how old are you? So, what does the moon do all year long? While Earth is going around the sun, the moon is spinning around Earth. The moon goes around Earth 12 or 13 times in 1 year. That's about once a month. Depending on where the moon is in its cycle, we might only see part of it. The rest of the moon is in its shadow. When we see the whole thing, it is called a full moon. There's the moons. The sun never stops working. It does a ton of important jobs for Earth. In fact, we wouldn't be around without the sun. Are you sure you need all this for me? Yes, every second of every day. Please and thank you. Why is Earth so important? 2 words, plants and animals. That's 3 words. Still waiting on that autograph. What's this line for? So cute. The sun gives us light, so we can see, but it takes about 8 minutes for light to get to us because the sun is so far away. It's worth the wait. Earth spins around in a full circle every day. Hi again, how was your night? That's why when it's nighttime for you, it's daytime on the other side of the world. Oh hey, guess what? As one side of Earth spins away from the sun, it looks like the sun is setting there, and it becomes night. As that side of Earth spins back towards the sun, it looks like the sun is rising, and you guessed it, breakfast time. The sun is always there, even when you can't see it. Sometimes it looks dark outside during the day because the sun is behind the clouds, but it is still there. Hey, move it, clouds! I was making shadow puppets! Once in a while, it gets dark in the daytime because the moon gets in the sun's way. That's called a solar eclipse, and it only lasts for a little while. Look what I can do! Yes, yes, we're very impressed. Now keep moving. Keeping us warm is another really important part of the sun's job. The sun is hotter than you can imagine, way hotter than fire. Its temperature reaches millions of degrees at the center. So keep tucked in. Some places on Earth are warmer than others. The parts of Earth closest to the equator are the warmest. The parts of Earth closest to the North and South Pole are the coldest. Oh, hey, guess what? See that red line around the middle of Earth? It's an imaginary line people invented called the equator. It separates the top and bottom halves of Earth. Now we know it's colder near the poles of Earth and warmer near the equator. But why? Well, the parts of Earth near the equator are getting the sun's heat from straight on. The North and South poles are getting the same amount of sunlight, but it gets spread out over a bigger area. Since these places have to share the sun's heat, they don't get quite as warm. So the North Pole, less direct sun, equator, more direct sun, and the South Pole, less direct sun. While the Earth is moving around the sun, it is spinning on a tilt. That's why we have seasons. There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Because of the Earth's tilt, the top half and the bottom half of the world experience the seasons at different times. When the bottom of Earth is tilted towards the sun, it is summer there. This also means that the top half of Earth is tilted away from the sun, which makes it winter there. What do you mean it's winter? Happy summer, everyone! The sun's work isn't done yet. Every day the sun also has an important job in the water cycle. So we have condensation, precipitation, evaporation. What happens during the water cycle? During evaporation, the heat from the sun causes the water to mix with air, turning it into vapor. That's called evaporation. I'm floating. Condensation. Then the vapor gathers together to make clouds. That's called condensation. Precipitation. Finally, the water comes back down as rain or snow. That's called precipitation. Uh-oh, I'm leaking. We're back. Woohoo! I'll show that one again. The water cycle is important for all living things, but especially for plants. Plants need water and sunlight for photosynthesis. That's a big word, but it's also a really big job. Photosynthesis is when a plant uses light from the sun, water from the water cycle, and carbon dioxide from the air to make food for energy to help it grow. What can I do for you today? A little photosynthesis, please. I totally love dirt. Dirt is awesome. I love it. What do I owe you? Oxygen. During photosynthesis, plants make oxygen. That's what animals and people need to breathe. Take a deep breath. You just breathed in a lot of oxygen. Oxygen doesn't have any taste, but it's always there. We can't live without it. If the sun wasn't helping out with photosynthesis, we wouldn't have oxygen. You're welcome. The sun is pretty great. It's always around, keeping the whole solar system together. It gives us light and keeps us warm. It helps us bring us rain and grow plants to produce the oxygen we breathe. It's such a big part of our lives that we wouldn't be able to live without it. The sun works really hard to help us out, and that's kind of a big deal. We have our glossary. Some fun little facts in the back. I just like the picture at the very end. Guys? All right, that was the reading of The Sun is Kind of a Big Deal. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.